So start off, tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jimmy Owens. I'm originally from Versailles, Kentucky. I currently live in Frankfort, and I am in sales in the liquor industry
How long have you battled with your weight?
since childhood.
Okay.
I can remember always being the largest kid in my class, and it was kind of funny. The only time that I can remember being chosen first was when we were playing tug of war. They always wanted me for some reason.
Yeah.
I guess because I was in the anchor,
Yeah, the anchor.
pulling. But other than that, I was always the last chosen because I was the biggest kid in the class.
Right. So did you kind of learn to adapt to that, or was it always kind of something that you struggled with?
You know, I tried to remain the same on the outside appearance that, it's just part of life. But on the inside, I felt crushed because society as a whole seemed to judge larger people.
Right.
And I felt that. And from a child all the way through school and even in college and until I had surgery, I always felt it. It's there.
So what was the point that you considered weight loss surgery? Was there a period that you looked at it but really didn't go right after it? Was there a lag time? How did that kind of come about?
What intrigued my interest most was seeing other people, friends, acquaintances that have had different types of weight loss surgeries, whether it's gastric bypass or the sleeve or other, the ring, other measures. And I was always like, wow, I wish that I could be like that myself.
Right.
And I did sign up for seminars and classes, but unfortunately, my employer had chosen not to cover any type of bariatric surgery with their insurance plan.
So they excluded it.
Exactly.
Then. Okay.
Which I never did understand why when, someone could have the surgery and be healthier and look better and steer away from being pre-diabetic and, hypertension and all that. But
Right.
Denied. And finally I said, I have to do something for me. I need to invest in myself. And I'm lucky enough to take some of my, I accrued for it, and I said, I need to make an investment in Jimmy.
Yeah.
And I took, the money that I basically paid out of pocket to have this. And it was affordable, and it was something that I wanted to do as an investment in Jimmy.
So you weren't really steered based on insurance company. You live in an area where there's multiple programs around. Why us? Why'd you come here?
A very close friend of mine was actually an RN at Georgetown Hospital, and he is also a patient of yours. And he's been my mentor and kind of go-to for this whole process. I've seen his results. He's actually sat in my seat doing his testimonial.
Right.
And it's almost kind of like, a jaw-dropping moment of what he was versus what he is. And I was like, I want to follow those footsteps. So we've met a couple of times. I've asked all these questions and, what was the downside and the upside. And the downside was very minimal and the upside was super huge because he's kind of like, Jimmy, I'm doing things now that I never thought I could dream possible.
Right.
And I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
From the moment that I walked into Georgetown Bariatrics, of course, you're nervous, you're scared, and I can speak for a lot of men. We become wusses when it comes to needles and surgery. And I was very scared, but the moment that I walked in and started the orientation classes with your staff, the overwhelmingness of feeling like family and that we genuinely care for you and you're not a number was super huge.
Good.
And I knew that I was at the right place.
Good. Tell me where you started with your highest weight and where you are right now.
Whew, that's a deep question. It's an embarrassing question because I never wanted to see a 4 on the scales. And I think the day before my surgery, I weighed and I was 408 pounds. So it's kind of like, Jimmy, you have hit an all-time low. So that was kind of like the bottom of the bottom. And today I've lost close to 150 pounds in about 18 months. And I'm at 262 pounds as of this morning.
That's awesome.
I know I shouldn't do this, but I weigh every morning when I get out of bed because you know, think paying it out of pocket.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, I've gained 3 pounds. You know, what am I going to do? But I just want to be aware of where things are going, because it could be 2 today, 5 next week, 10 at the end of the month, and that's kind of how things spiral out of control.
So Jimmy, when you started the process and we met, kind of probably in a classroom, you've probably heard me say on more than one occasion, we're going to take care of you in a team approach. You know, I'm one team member. I may get more credit, but really it's equal credit because we have a bunch of people really good at what they do that will help you get to where you want to be. Is there any one person that maybe sticks out? And if not, that's okay. But what is your perception now that you've experienced it on how we treat you as a team for the rest of your life?
I see Georgetown Bariatrics staff as running a marathon. You come in, the receptionist greets you very friendly. She's got the torch, come on, let's go, and she hands it off to the next person, which is typically the weigh-in nurse. Cordial, friendly, and then I've met with the dietitian. Anyone and everyone that I've been forwarded on to has been just incredibly nice and professional, and again, it's about the feeling of being family, that you are cared about and you're not just a number.
For anybody out there that would have that question, should I do it, considering surgery, and even more specifically, as a male, you know, nationwide we take care of more females than males because I think we're pretty stubborn, and sometimes we're wimps when it comes to doing all the stuff that goes along with healthcare. But what would you say to those people who are considering not only having weight loss surgery, but even specifically choosing to have it here?
I would say, first of all, don't put it off. Get involved, come to the seminars that are offered, and find out if this is the right tool for you. Being from Frankfurt, yeah, there were closer options, but just by the reputation that Georgetown Bariatrics has, it was well worth the drive for me to come here. And then after experiencing what I've experienced and coming through the doors, there's no other place I'd rather go than here.